That's going to be they go home by and you picture me. Yeah. Start every try. F1. There's a phone. There's some guy that suits it. Crowd all buying in the car. That's a British.
It's 7 o'clock p.m.
Yeah. Yo. Okay.
Don't get bored alone, when there are existing channels that can keep you company anywhere, anytime. VitalGH Media is a mother company of all VitalGH channels. We have multiple platforms for free television. You can watch video on demand, rent or buy, or probably subscribe easily for more updates. Visit our channels on Vimeo, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Roku TV, and many more, anywhere, everywhere, any day, anytime on your mobile phone, TV channels, Apple Store and Play Store. Don't be left out with existing movies and programs on our various channels. You can visit us on www.vitalghradio1.com.
Yo. VitalGH Radio or VitalGH TV in our watching. Your program no always be starting at 7 and Sundays be and then Omodia so bachelor wadam for tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend say VitalGH your program so and Omodia say ubetie and bachelor wadam for na maba ye nimu nyina edi hu enkomo ene ebehwe enoma bebre ekoso wo ye mine ene ebechre product no ye wo so it is bia opese ohwe bia Kelly I to say I may I do not yenye they are deal in the anumia. Those people wait me over late. Anyway, we are there.
What should be
I Canada as well. Okay, and yeah, main fan also. Now, yeah. Me pese mo share sa videos we me na every videos ni we are na the beka na yaka. Just short videos be any long one na we are na fi discuss it at the you know. Okay, go on. Here we are. Yakubo. So and then Jim. Okay, welcome, Jim. Baba. Hey, and then you just say, why are you on my own? Hey, Jim. Ghana.
Yes, Aja. Oh, Ghana Boko.
I'm so Ghana, ye pa mano.
Oh, hey, Ghana, ye ma. Ghana, ye ma, pa. Say, who should
say,
me too, Papa. I don't want to.
Aye.
Yeah,
maybe OJ Mote.
Yeah, me too, Pa.
Okay, all right. Ote dia. Who hear video no? And I mean, play video in view.
Me journey and anything me.
All right, let's play more now. Okay, yeah. All right.
Now, also for the one you be.
Every say Johanna. Just say, maybe we are. This is not, but maybe there are so many of them that may feel say we pen and I may feel say
Now, can't tell the pin up the bar and one.
Dear, where
Can't tell the any serious. One on the
granted, they don't saw them. I saw them, the enemy may hear and
I don't see you serious, Papa.
maybe anyway, Monsieur, we will be our best sending you never will be. You best send one of them. I guess we'll be sending the email address. Say email or address. Nafe yen send you be. You better Ghana with the idea. And TV is away. Oh, okay. Alright. And TV also away anyway. A committee, okay.
Yeah, committee.
All right. And you know, yeah, Kelly Beba, said Nebane Hanantino. Oh, okay. Kelly, a friend is saying James. Na yenene na nena ewo hana say wa yi ntino So who said it was if I dress it or not? And yeah, just as or a starboy, Tino, Ghana here was not be a cracker, was a cuckoo. Yeah. Anyway, we say you know this videos yeah. Are we you kind of saying you're quite any man now say you're bechi. Now the idea about quite and how many and say 80% of Nkofo who you know Emma. Now they have me back when say the first video no say so we hear mommy be a akwadashe nechi. Akwara no the India America we say ni na say we do hear akwara na akwara ni tin and one say odi ade ni bo from na akwara ni ti say ya na ye. So oni no say akwara no ma akwara na nya brain friend saying hemorrhage as whatever because so we shake akwara Emma akwara ni nya problems in the long run in the future no. But what the video no you better mean some play video no be na hwe Emma no Emma no enkwara na hwe won achi no wo de hwe bio so I say the akwara bounce because the way now we we don't know say akwara no ha no it is akwara ni na say ni trimu kana also akotra say oh bompaye ye den ukun devil no mo kuna as devil no that's what TV ase how and you know what we cry the kum chacha kan ho asem especially mama na obo boxing so obo Mike Tyson so obo hwan yo say obo a friend is bones devil no bottom left to bottom right to bottom man uppercut Radi Yankubo mo hwe yo na Ghana de mo kun any sad normal we say just say Ubi ha sorry this is what I don't understand and say are we worshiping God? The question no yes some nyame and I say yes some pastor no because the pastor no can be an no na enkrofo bebre den efa because some stupid things we are here from long ago over here in South Africa also baby also for we say enkrofo nko grass.
Oh, only we bebre
we say you can asem ho long time you can ho asem because grass no eno we yam no enye pe grass eye nantwie ene moa na we grass into who as a human being no okowe se unka se bia se muni brudu bi nemom grass e wa bonten no unam se yes spray so with chemicals na se nema bebre yes spray eno na wo de wo feel say mokowe ye e maybe so osofo we catch them for say mo pastor dem ma mo nhwe dross e ma no e ma sorry na ampa so no wo hwe so mo a on front row ho nyina e ma na te ho nyina obi an sha underwear e na mo te ho se me ya pass man ko yesofo asempao esemi as man ko yesofo en go yesofo mo de ka asem ze ka badi sam how and the way they seen there na worker so the way your friends and press before secretary you know yeah the pastor banner so be it explain it be share I say James mutme explain because me we mentia I don't see any sorry womb sadi amu ye me who the Bible no hefani achuru mu say wode nkrante ekoburu your friend saying the devil hefani achuru me pam so mo explain each other na mo de mentia say I'm Canada.
Ya hwefo ni tiefo nyina ya ma oni nyina kwaba ene nso so nyame ya adom Mama na otwi akwapra betu ya ne eti ase a nyame ye dikan
Mama, wait, hold on. Me ba.
Ai.
Edi na the mark kwaku di this week.
Aden.
And now say me sorry me hu se kwaku on Facebook. And I see yeah. And I see where me say from maybe so edi na the mark kwaku di ya of.
Minimo. I don't know. Any my zaba. Anti ye den nyame ase na otwi wa maye nyina ye da so ti ase a aseda na ye de ma no yenim si won so etie hwen so o nyina nyame adum to no ho ye enokware se wohwe sa video si ya ekoso ya eya na eya homete kire se Bible no na se oni nya daji enkan o se ntiase susu no se eya na meso ntiase and hadwin say majority of sa a year ekosu nyina they have me wo aspect you know mma no dodo no na ubehu won ewo mu di mma pastor ne ayidie but I don't understand also for Bible ni bie mu na bisa say so Papa yasemu ya wokan osofo yi any Bible no ekopepepa na because we are believing in the Bible. And he say even Bible no kura baby mi refi pastor ne ya hwe asuafo no onkoka asem pani wi a nkrofo ku bi timi kofie no akotena ase no na compense mu nsem ni nyina mu ahwe se any tro na ekita won no eko ana asem na osempakafo ne bekaye no enokware wo mu ana. That is what they were doing. In Bible, is there somewhere? So unfortunately, I don't remember. So to say, is there? So I didn't think I yent to me any be. Na dear, me a booty crack. I can say, "Uri school grab to check because anybody who are only a graduate, and so still, no, the mentality that they have, no, to me is not functioning." So what you say? Na de how many ye mana me sa aboho bi mu ne se dodo na ye ma no a nti ade pa na wo hwe ade na hiam a wo so ntimi enko awurade anim enkoye na je wo ye sa ade we gidi a wo gina so no egina eye ade we no ansa na de kodo na be ye ya na just because leader na o kire wo ne se fa ade we ye no eno na wo fo se ye na to Bible na atwene onto ntwene ye so krade a you only read sorry, that's it. And I hope no graduate terrible how can hope now. I to say something that you have to say. Enye dwuma biom. But me srenya me senka nyame be biom ngani. Na won hu si sa na ma we no mo no ye no. Sa wotena asoro da bi mu ne ye ka nyame asem kire na asem na ye ka no ene Bible no nya ayi a why do you still sit down there? Say adekodo ni be ye because of osofo no di wanim no. Ye hwe we nyina hu so osofo no ye bi. Ada osofo no onye nipa. Ojira ho ena wo osofo no ye bi osofo no anye bi ena wo hwe mihume ma mienu if me wrong I just saw only two men be enokra no I may be wrong I may be mistaken say yes I saw only two men oni nyina ye ma nti ma yenkwa na ade all the time hwe sa wafa bofro we ya hye wachi na wo de yesa ye friend saying what kind of training na wodi ma akwala no ene nipa ejina ho nso unnim sunsumu a ewo nipa ni nyina mu nti wo gina ho no akwala the weakest nti whatever is going to akwala no nti wo be gina bo mpaye na wasa akoye nyankomade ewo yi what problem so I would call it bi kura ba I hope ese won be bie na won hu se ne ye nyame asem na ya twere Bible no mu no etie na ono ye bibia on ate ase ukoka on se wo ya brochire ni nti wo de onye hwe ni me de besi ha ma obi ato aso ye be san ba so bi
Yo. Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
We shall meet Chamuni na
Beautiful.
as I say, I think we that's the way. Yeah, it's sad. It's ridiculous because in 2021, if we are still moving in this way, then it shows that we are really lost as a people. I mean, down there, I'm back BBA with facts, like back BBA with facts now. It's more logical. It's not emotional, and and just maybe I mean, I may come as them based on how I feel, but more so, no, yeah, cause no, I brought for no nipa no more yeah, you see. And last week, me can be say, hey, Mimi Krum Kasa, yeah, simply omuka, ever. Over 120 mawa, one nyame na wo hwehwɛ no. Se papa wo boni o, wo ne nyame na wo hwehwɛ no. Na nyame na wo hwehwɛ no, ɔte wo mu. So, you are the creator you seek. You are the embodiment of the creator on earth. As far as I know, the human being is the most powerful organism on earth. Meaning called Master that, called Jupiter that. But we share a body nina nipa any the most powerful creation on earth. I wish nipa so how we are built. Last week we can say we are built like computers. We are the most powerful computer on earth. We have a central processing unit, a brain. Who cast will be in the mind that you can't really see the mind. For computer, computer software, who hardware. So it's the same thing. They've programmed us. And all these things, there are documentaries out there. I just say, yeah, it was programming. We've been programmed to behave the way we are behaving. That I can say, Mr. Akwara, not telling my every Sunday, every day, be a mammy, sorry. If I'm sorry 5 times a week, not the Akwara for 3 times a week. As far as that child is concerned, that is the way to go. The Akwara way should be with that idea said, this is the way to go. This is the way I solve my problems. That's you see, you have issues, you have problems. And basically, religion I say bubble. I team. Say, baby, if something good happens now, nyame and I am mommy. If something bad is going on, abon some and I am mommy. It means Petriana Mijina Hona any affect him. I am irresponsible. And yamasam nyame beya mami, abon some beya mami. It's obi be boa me cry and said that unim say me me oba. That's a woman say, oh Kelly, no ho children, mami boa Kelly. That's a wood that we $1,000 to cry the mommy. I'm seeing yami shroud. A bra wood that and I would do a kumim. A boa me. Yami wo home, men cast yamini. Yami wo home. But salvation, yeah, young Africans, yeah, so it is the number one problem that we have. It is the number one problem. Which by the continent of Africa, over 80% of the continent are religious. Senye kemusuma a friend say a Christianity. Christianity more than 60%. Map no hit map no bien. It and there's a book one of the first missionaries wrote. It's called the Golden Stool. So the Golden Stool. What kinds of book here? The first few the passages of what book number. It shows clearly what the missionaries came to do. They came to indoctrinate us, to move us away from our own culture, because in doing that, they disempowered us. And it's still ongoing to this day. They brought concepts which are foreign to us, concepts which do not make any sense to us, concepts which weaken us spiritually. and okay, so you put some sumi. And evidence is there for all to see. See, all the churches all the denominations that Africans are so in love with, now headquarters in Europe. And you still wonder why the Europeans are enslaving us. The evidence is there for all to see. And it's sad. And then human beings, who are the most powerful creatures on this earth, have been reduced to what we are seeing, or grass. I don't hear ruminant. As a man of God say, grass. This is my pastor says, pastor can be paid. That's it. It's sad. It's very sad. And I for one, I know for sure, say, there are two major things which are affecting the African. Politics, okay, maybe tribalism, Griffith. Politics and religion.
Of course.
These two things. And the worst incarnation of this, Nikwani say, see, are the politicians, any men of God, no matter Baku. Green say be a Ghana and all African countries, but that before more francophone, if you were English speaking parts, is the same thing they are doing. They are joining force. Every political party be a nation prophet. It's a plan. It's a plot they are doing. And that's why, again, I came out with Black Star Revolution. Three things. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. I will continue to say it. So long as we make knowledge the fulcrum of all our experiences, everything will change. And it's happening. I'm meeting people who are thinking the same way. We are joining forces. Okay, we are enlightening our people. We are opening their eyes. We are telling them, listen, you have something which is very powerful. Your ability to reason. If you can use it now, everything will change. And say, especially now that we are moving into the age of Aquarius, everything will change. And we don't want everybody. Say, we will pursue knowledge and redeem our people. We will do it. And the end will justify the means. Is that?
And let's say, na Misora no pa time no. Na me kura na me nim say time no has changed. It will be a texting me, and I journal late in the night. Na maybe that not texting me. Because I've been telling me could die and echo best for. To me sorry, na me betra I na me share Ghana. Or see the 10 things Ghana, yeah. Now 10 things, we're building railroads. The friend is saying, she said they are say map. Say Adena over say if they are able to do it, it will help us because railroads goes all the way to north. Say one by a train all the way to the north. Say a one by a there because me who a paper so na ya sadie no. Now say yeah physical in the medium who now we share train no cry one the buy no super cry US cry who be train no the beba Ghana no the China for grad don't come but so that there and a drawing now what kind of no money and they came up with one thing be that one no and you said me and you me surprised and you said me who yeah but I was asking myself say why this $100 million they build a national cathedral. $100 million they build a cathedral. For what? For who? Hospitals cry hospitals now you are using $100 million to build a cathedral. Na cathedral na where the James una Ghana. A for Catholics and answer for Protestants and answer for Anglicans and answer for who?
For one in
Say James una Ghana. Voice name ma. Into voice no.
Hello.
Yeah. I feel the
Afiaba.
I think.
Yeah.
The American say be ya issue now we play my video I can be ya yen kwa no so because the awko page aba say ka say car obi be ka say o time o man peni bi na say o time peni bi ntina o kan say
my video no.
So I think say
video no there.
Because Mr. Kwame Saka san nsem ni nyina o ti Ghana hana o hwe se nia Ghana setie pa especially Ghana fin ade a ye ka na fin obedu Ghana se o hwe fin e o Ghana hapa na ye be catch say tam that kind of money say ye the cause sorry them the simple thing obeye ne say won ka masem obeye din because there's no human being obe wan nyansa ne nim dia e fin be won need them no ka say medisika eko ye bibi fufu na say eko si toilet ama obi na say sebio ade bia hu hia ma obi. Let me say me bra Kelly kasa no na nsema hodan person me kan nyina oboso but Mr. Kwame Saka one thing wo ho ni munyina mu bisa sa dentina manu dodo anu na egu asori dem pa so ko into ye nananu mo amamre mo a in fact me my call SDA for over 14 years but as I'm talking to you now me nye any church member. It's better for me say me sumi nananu mo vojuno than say me koko kase nyame bi obabi mi sum no enko heaven na ebe wiase no na me di hia na afi ma say wu hia mo ansa na makohu say say mistake na me ye adenti na me kasa o mo hu say mrofo na hu say ye ma no even just on my left hand way we obi a we powerful say the Africa and na say bibini bad in the left hand way so mo a edro na wo ni nyina be hiegu. Because of so many says 2 million work before mamunti no almost see first no mudi buy and say yen kai man ka nipa ho sa Bible no no matro mo say na yen kai ma enka nipa ho nti e ba ne say na na
in those days
what I say the first na omudi washi adwinu no say na yen kai manka nipa because yes Jesus aba that time no na mano nsembebre because of woman nim say ye involve ye mana the power omu wono de beboa mema no na omatumi adi yesu nkunim tino yenye na mano embeye so limiter odi omu ye hwe enye ye eho no ye betumi adi mema no so omu wie na omu di mema do na konkoso mo edi omu ko go a mission house e catch omu say wo kasa na wo kano wonnim na wo ka wo ha ye beku nti ka ye kasa nti wo go back to krumwi ko katre okrum for say mi ko ho no enye nyame bia mi ko hia na anka mewu anka masai eno mu politi ye nkrofo na wo de wo ko slavery trade that time na adwin say jiwe fa ko ma wo man for say we na mi nya ye nti a mi de mantumi ewu na se mesi wu ye eno eho enenam so religi bae. Nti Mr. Kwame Saka mi question na mi bisa ne say so time na Bible mba before hoye time na those sorry emba before hoye na die mpa na ye nananum sum na bibi o musum say ye nananum o bibi o musum ansa na ye di Bible by there then let's go back to worship that is better than the yesum say because ya mami we ewo hoye nti question ni say who di abana odi bru ho nkwa ado ho no mu and the fireful na fanya duani die but okodo form ama obi for a whole day na okofi akosre duani ansa na odi no is a shame but they know say ye jam African mano e da so use omotumi African mano e di o ma hon de ye djuma there's no way ye betumi e dis an profile so nti ye ma omu mano enye so limit e wo form say ye beka so mu krade nti ene opeso cha so nya skantema o de frɛ ma no obenya ɔmo bebree because that's what they told us say na nkan man ka ho nti say say de mu be ka ho de a en de wo so sum nyame ni yie say ne be nyame be yuzo edi wa ye tuma but Mr. Kwamisaka oko the whole history no ma say nyame bra penisika no there is nothing called Christosum, there is nothing called Yesu Christo bi, there is nothing called say besumi as a me nyame bia me ti baby try say sumi na ye we mami ansa metumi agye but they make you nti history be catch us say the Christianity taught you to fear God but the spirituality taught you are once with a God. So if we nyankopon there then you fear nothing, you do the right thing. Minia ho kire na meboa no minia bibim koyo ma bra ma hwe se mesiesie but not to say metina so them say misu nyam be the same time minia sre me bibi mi wo so so catch minia na the whole day kra me kra nkoye o. I will never do that. But so to me and then I will go back to my ancestors to worship my voodoo, to worship my whatever the deep on person would demand be an famano. But the truth is sir juju na o Bible, that is not the meaning. Because yeka vodua means free the nation. Makronu hu tono. Anase ma o mine hu entono. That's the meaning of vodu. But omumu be fa di no mu ntumi tro na o maye ne juju. But the meaning is vodu. And now kwa aka memo a omu si busum. Busum means obusu sum ade esombo. Nti Mr. Kwamisaka mobile phone na ye use esu yembo. TV e wo ye dem esu yembo. Se bi onyama hudu atwa ye hu hia ye use na esu yembo enti and yes anyama na was say to me friend vodu. Nti ye be fresh anyama na vodu that then why are we saying say ye na nanu mu dia omudi ye ma kro ne koyi de eye nkosi asem enye papa eye ade e was say to twini ebru adwini ti ase so de omudi e kom no say when are we are but the question is so me question and they be ambition so ye na nanu mu magimia nti sebi omudi o matu so say yen sum nyame a ye wu a ye bekọ bebia e bebre ena binu matu so say ye sum nyame a ye wu a ye bekọ bebia e hu beto ye echire ansa na safo no beka kire na nanu say there be mudi ne de enye papa ye de ne ye papa nti ye ngiana. I don't think so that's how it is. So say yes I need there then I'll look for what our ancestors are worshiping before the Bible, before the slavery, before the Jesus Christ came to this world. I'll go back to look for that now. Ebia ebetumi aboa nti say nyina yetumi ma ya dwumu da ho na ye bekọ asori mpo a not in that way ye kotina baby 24 hours na ye wi green grass na ye wi nsonson na ye ko blue form no I think say beboa midamase
yo with the MC pastor me be show video no ansana ebisa questions we about it no say oh see now bentino with the yenhwe answer
me once and a pastor me come back to be a pastor why you need free I don't know so meeting I think I have to come back Motimene. Okay. Maybe question and I say, okay. JM, what you say why? Fine. Obia new your belief system that you have. Yeah. Okay. But what we are trying to say is near you ye ne bro ne isikanya you know. So, would you nyamidi? No, okay, Bible now. This is where I'm coming from. Sit down, read the Bible. Nefatu to who say so. At the end now, any Bible now ye GDC. Ye no. And any boy a brand now. I don't know how to translate in the other way.
Okay, but Mami Chewa say honomo. The Etienne say if Obi by the mouthpiece of somebody sa na ebeye then na me pa kire osofo no na esi nyankopo ka kire me sei enu ntienu na odi kai a odi bompa ye ma ohuto
That is what I'm saying. They have to have that wisdom, no, so that they all know. And I mean, if you are going to church, no matter sorry them. Now I know. Let me Jimmy Hoodie. Na me nimu how me at least Bible me timi kai kakra de etoto niam bi ni makotra sorry them. Na also for gina aka chem say ko fat krante. Na isunsumu obi a oye ayibia na yentwitwa no. No wakofa krante na sorry them na extra. With that Bible no he no basic adekode na oye no into. Me I believe in, but give me the Bible version so that I understand it more. This is what I'm saying.
The issue is any panel
because let me say pastor here video no. I come back my many dear no na afi ne pastor.
Already everything know active
Pastor Enzo umute mic.
That be a boxer.
Enzo say my minute Mike Tyson now bro. Because so Pastor the Bible no I don't see where now sorry for no pastors need be a day anybody be echo. 70 I say. Let me who where now a sort of one be Eddie in Nipa Baby Echo. Because Sadia wo ye so what catch it and my say one conquer. Oh, okay, I'm so
the Mamika Sabaku. May read it from I believe said Ghana web a couple of a year ago. I say about 70% Ghanaians are Christians, and about 41% of the words, about 500 or 60 million are only Protestants. They live in Africa. Now they are also saying, see, by the year 2050, no, more. Now, me who say, I sorry, no, it's like the Pentecostal religion where the promises like the breakthroughs, like tithe ubedi pray so that you get what you want, and the brain also know me who I saw for say they are worthy pastors. I sorry for this who wants say because they are worthy pastors, you know, they are blessed. Like JMO says, hey, lady or whoever said it, lady, you know. That is where Mesuso Pastor Waba fine. Me real feel baby a quotation or I'm saying for any you know only can see ye preach it on only coffee no na ko bie and some no ma say asem na onya only kan no kwara me real free baby a sa you know no na ko bie mu ahwe say ade ne ye no kwara ya na enye no kwara they talk about it. They brainstorm the whole thing making sure say ade na onya but I don't see it nowadays in that. Sorry. What we obi ready bibi actually could be now who approach pastor na say say the next person be catch us so your bon sama nyame de obi wura sorry. Pastor mpacho de o hunting o de take it over.
Yo. Okay, nti koma ye di no efa senia me say bi no afa nyamesum no levels are modi akodu no me say same no aye hu papa me hu first video no na me feel say nkrofo no omodo and we say agriculture na we
and they were closer only don't
right second one crowd na me hu that but this first one I hadn't seen it before but the whole thing about the whole thing me free fear from my father me papa anko asoreda
me papa
yeah one sorry in fact, where to bury him was a problem because he didn't call police church or so for no say yes, Reno, because Meduma no ye lawyer ni intinia see respectable place bina yemfanento because sani ade na kodunu and we ye sorry bebre ye chin ye ne ko ekurase na me say press before adom na mo man ye that time po na be hu say sani ye wo pagan cemetery and ye wo Christopher cemetery until eventually no, although he never attended church, no, but that was how the nature of my home was, very analytical, and you busa questions they bring. And me say verse now can no Acts chapter 17 and verse 11.
Okay.
Now or say Berean Jews no, although Paul no you ubi onima dear pa no or the nyame asem bre omo no anytime Paul be can be achro omo no omo receive word no all right, but omo ko fear omo ko examine scriptures no every day to check to see say the Paul kind no cry na and I said no cry. And generally no before I even took the bold step to become a Christian no me we near be brave. I mean, with the analytical mind, the way you feel, I love the idea about life. Life is about choices. One of the most powerful things here, is our ability to choose things, and to give people the liberty to also operate under that freedom. Anytime there is pressure, anytime there is too much force, anytime I mean, in my fear, I have given everyone in this home the freedom to choose. And yes, because me so, and I'm not going to put anybody into my jacket. That I've given my daughters, I've given my son, I've given my wife, everybody the freedom obey me choose for himself, because you have to be able to think and to balance things. It's beneficial to me. We can common sense. You have to balance all those things, and it benefits me. Those were the steps I take here to say a man may take the bold step to become a Christian, because me we near my and that liberty should be experienced by all. Whatever it has to be backed by that. Nobody forcing you, nobody pressurizing you. But one kasa just like the Bereans did, analyze it, what search it, research, and convince yourself. So at the crowd, it brings benefit to you, and then you can walk in that. Any kind of a friend saying belief system. People are forced, people are coerced, people are much pressure, they have to even kill or anything. It doesn't give people the freedom of choice. And I believe that is where we all have to start from. Say, young kasa yebit near to say, way me ye and a yamame. The uncrofoy video ya if you uncrofo amu ye boxing no more complete. We're missing a direction. I think boxing, I think, yeah. Because okay, Paul and Humana, 2 Corinthians, and I catch there and say 10. I'll say that the weapons near my I'll say the weapons of our warfare, they are not carnal.
They are not carnal.
Yeah, they are not carnal. It's not. So the whole thing is a spiritual thing. It's something that is beyond us here. Even all those kind of things, we don't have friends, a physical interaction with those things. But there's obviously a force that backs all those things. It's me intimacy, with all those kind of powers or things. But what we are battling with, so Ghana, so Nigeria, America, what we are battling with as people who are in different kinds of faith are things that have got to do with spiritual entities. Yemfa bibia sana yedeko yemfa boxing yedeko is the weapons. They are not carnal, but they are mighty through God. And through God, they pull down strongholds. Inti nearby a year no empire bo. I mean, the brain no they can't no Potokasa said theatrical. I mean, a lot of drama behind it. Oh, share Jesus Christ na pra bokra na utu say. niema no ye no na eboko crossing de yehu nansɛn obɛfrɛ obi or the ne sabefa nanim anase kɔ me de obɔne akyɛw na nipa no ho atɔ no ba se sei no obɛbɔka yɛbɛgye sika afiri nsɛm na me maame waka baby no ɔkɔ baby me auntie bi de ne kɔ baby sɛ yɛnkɔbɔ empire man na onya mpuntu na brabo mu ɔse Bible bi a ɔsɔfoɔ no de bɔ na pampa mu no ohu bi da ɔde fidi to all those things a drama and we are saying so no share belief systems are drama woman no and no strangely enough na attracting crowd. It is a drama ni free mo pe crowd say is not exciting.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, crowd din konya bebre obo say oho na obo say crowd but all the analysis to say na dey nyansa papa bi anim but drama na e wo ho no obo say crowd doctor for beko lawyer for beko and people are going to go and flow to that place. But what I want to come down with is say yen ankasa we should use what God has given us, the freedom and the power of choice to choose for ourselves whichever direction we want to go in life. Dear Solomon can say, I mean, we don't know. We go, and life is chance. It's just, and maybe today you will hit gold. Maybe tomorrow it will be bad. That is the story of life. But me, what I've learned in life, if we want to actually demonstrate it, it's how we deal with our fellow human beings. It's how we deal with our brothers. It's how we deal with our sisters. Since I show the same kind of affection to a fellow brother who is living next door. I don't go by that belief system. It's like it should be seen through how we send nipa send and see that is what I've come to. I mean, in the beginning, no, believe me, some of us you go through some of these stages before. You bump not to say yeah. But with maturity, with growth and everything, I have realized that it's like an add-on to the reality. But the real thing is right in the heart. Yakumemu and how we deal with our fellow man.
Yo, me sometimes me can't my life history with religion kakra. Sometimes me akoda no me mama me say you can't say obi yo Christo ni a me no menim mama me nim say o yo Christo ni o na say asori no na okono keke and say whatever that she was thinking, no. Me mama de me ko sorry be say 20. Sum sorry.
Yep.
20. Hey, Cherubin and Seraphim me ko bi. But one name Shampabwan and white you know saying. Hallelujah me ko bi. Better me ko bi. Yako asorbi was withdrew na ehono they say Jim Jones sorry be yako Bush completely Jim Jones and no money be na yakwa anopa nkwada didi ne abeto jom na ya ewia ne yakɔ farm enwumre ye ba na ye bedware ewia na yakɔ didi yakɔ traso dem ne abɔ mpae ewia ne ya nyina akɔda enyina obi ada fom ya hihye ndi se sardine unya baby ana oda nkwara na wo baby no do nyina ye hobi na we dey na one day me papa na say ohwehwe yen na ye kire no say yeko me maame de ye de yekɔ asɔre bi wo swedru iwremu ho baby. And unfortunately for me, not me, I just wanted to leave, but not me need the chance. And I say, me need to go and be tia kaka. Maybe fana man come me free ho. It is papa. On also so ono ye obi ana ye respectable person. She on also call and say my police station ho no one and 2 police officers in the ja. Obi sa swedru in who or they oba baby ana ye ya soro ho no eno ba no be bisa say me we he na me eno be fa me fi ho eno ja me ma me e wo ho so no de oni control won so ti de ono pese oye bi ha no oye na ne ba ne de ompene ema ompa emfa ne nko baby eno tam me to ka bu na hu wo de ba e me ba de ni ma me chese me ya akwara no se na wunnim ya wonde se gu na yi sintia ne gogu be ka cho na me ni ye den na me ya akwara me chese ye mbɔ me so adwe obɔ me mebo bi utimi ya metiu bi ba no na ne chese me ya akwara bone na mum no na I was always bia no se efie bro na ye bro me no me ye bone ye ba bro me nka hwe ba ma mia me hu se me papa e ba na obo hu se makasa akom bi esi me so me pese me show bibi man papa hu se de aye me ofi ho no kura obi ni ho aye me sada e papa so basa na se me ka sa de ja na na ebu afu ade nti na won esa na ma me so no chese wa fa de na se chese papa no ye se bad spirit bi na ma me yesa so ti say ono fo se efie no efie baye na ma me atesa ba me nim exactly adekode na me hwehwe so ti say ade a me hwene nyina na say me pay attention but me papa ho that's all we are penny ho I keep my mouth shut because you ba bro me and one penny for no of you na bi za gwaku a penny for ye de na ye ndi ni susa wo mu kra but penny for no wo mu no we ya bro on be bro no papa ba de obey bia na ya anya bro we ade papa on timi mbo ade a we ya nze bi obedi di watem that's all. But me mama fan in a different way. Say, by all means, no, a fear be a fear otimi coffee horse na odidi be en kofo atem penny for no, and I'm obey you no, won't be from Kumebo, won't be from Kumu, when you are a cousin. So it is at the end, I mean, to be who your catcher and say, Fakrana Quasori, na we are a be we are dear Quasora. Me say once it be any a quick anymore. Ye ko ala dula no ena osofo no ema me
Sradie also ubedware we a wo de srafi ho bon na wo papa betwa mu bi sa se ye de na wo de
ya isi ho si akobo ball aba ya ba fi ena ye ho se pro
so ko dware
ena baba ka se ye godware enti ene ye ko ena ye godware na me maame ama me sa sradie no na sradie no me nim adekode osofo no di gu mu se ye I'm saying a garlic womb. So the garlic is a bomb. Minimum they or they mix here ordinary petroleum jelly be. Sa square box no. So we kaya never square box be metal box. And now on the mix here. To me, them go jerry we. When we say Saturday me TV na start 6 o'clock. So we kaya TV na start 6 o'clock. If you over TV anymore, the honor be the best view no. In the front of the TV. And a car will go and go red TV. So, but now, in that chance. All of a sudden, me could you review me by me be sure baby and papa won't okay. I was hey, bra. Na me koye. Hey, and yet me catch also kujare, who can and I'm so me kujare. No, I kujare now who born can say, or see. I didn't, who they are so don't suffer with Muslim masra. I said, dear, now this way, Mrs. Sradie Ben, said, the mamma, the mamma. I said, for Bram, and now I got my daily brain. Now, it's so funny. Some people are sad, we say, pa, no, be son, say. Now, when I decide we see more, I got a mamma, the brain, some answer. And one of Master say, no, go to at the energy bottom. Why? So, it didn't need age now. Tell me about what I'll give you the chance. So, how we nipe biano or view. Sorry. So, hey, me, hey, my wife, the same thing. Or sorry, me, I don't care whether you go or not. You just say, me, be enforced me, say, me, kwasu transfer them all. Me, pa, na me ko, me, pa, me, ngo. Me, I don't belong to any church. Sorry, but go, me, true, me, deal, that's it. if I want to go, I'll go. If I don't want to go now, I feel I'll stay home. So, but because the more now, Nipa, it's like Pastor Kai is saying, you have to be free to choose. So, because someone will feel that's what catch on saying when you say then and very bell cry. Say, I'm sorry, Graham could be. That is where now, me, my anya, sorrow. The back room, I saw them grandma in Simuda until there. You share my wife, they say, oh no, you Christo near and here, Yako, sorry, ya Niako, and as I said, you no Conadi and I'm comedy. It was me go to dinner chair, a better than the one. It could be a chair better than the one to do. Would you call the other comedy? That's all. Tikari, who can to you?
It's me somewhere who hear me because most people don't know, but I'm not me baby fee Accra Academy. I had to choose between being a soldier, medical doctor, and a Roman Catholic priest. And something you know, my soldier because some mama if
Roman Catholic priest are
you know,
Our practice celibacy.
So Jenny because no papa know you so Jenny. Me I can tell me be a captain or a captain is here. A doctor because some of me ANS. And a friend saying Catholic priest because me baby we are crack. I started reading tremendously. We can Bible no 4 times, like cover to cover. And I was really reading it constantly. I had a lot of questions. You see, there's a reason here. Yeah, no, almost for abrofo na yevu. Mimika say yevu a trickish dog because kwesi broni no or a trickish dog or ya broni. So yeah, nature no sanity. And the way they conquered us no was through religion. Anybody who is willing to speak the truth will tell you that it was through religion. More than half of us have English names or European names.
I don't have one.
Mimi saying that's more than half of us. Okay. And then
sorry, I don't have one.
Go into the purpose of renaming people now. It is one of the signs that means that your race has been conquered. So it's there, and you mean America, so all these things they exist. That's the first thing I'll say. They came for a purpose. They knew how to conquer us, and they did it. Number 2, knowledge is power. And you mean put America kind Bible no cry a worm. They couldn't have taken it out because everywhere call a Anunnaki for Omo Tertia, they say it. Uko India, they say it. Uko China, they say it. Every Uko Meyumukum in Mexico, they say it. Knowledge is power. And Oya linguistics kakra, there's a meaning in words. For instance, who take it favor, now take it favoritism. If you put them side to side now, they are the same way. There's a reason why Africa corrupt son. What the friend saying? What the brown envelope? Because you are looking for favor. And we do the same thing in the church. I'm going to pay some money or do certain things in order to gain certain favors. Knowledge is power. And you're not kind. Belief is death. What can say who believe it be? It means you don't know it. Okay, and when you don't know something, it controls you. So I'm talking about things that I don't know, things that I've not experienced. Obi, I see or man of God, and somebody, or no, is leading me to things that they themselves even know about. And we are here in GDA. Now knowledge, everything we do is based on belief. You can't even call Ghana for 3 weeks. I was beside myself, and I say this very humbly and respectfully. Be belief based. So Ube should be at a certain time crack. Sure. They wouldn't even be able to tell you exactly. Say, I know I'm going to be here at this time. I'm going to do this at this time because we don't know anything. Everything is based on belief. It's ingrained in us from the very beginning. Okay, and because this is ingrained in us, and I make one of the first statements I made is say, we human beings, we are computers, and the best way to bring the best out of any computer is to program that computer. Programming is based on belief. Everything is a mess, and because we are so powerless now, we are constantly seeking help from things outside of us. And we have a catch on say problems now will happen. And that is what they are doing. Okay. Einstein said something, and he said, when you take away indoctrination, when you take away your friends say what we call modern education, whatever is left is education. What we should be taught is how to use our own abilities to meditate on those things that are important to us. And you say, Paul stories, stories. Then we are basing our existence, our experience on these fables. Okay, what is stopping us from meditating? Meditate here. Yes, we're chanting. What is stopping us from being able to sit still and focus on a subject? This is saying that most of these inventors, your friends, all these inventors, if you go into their autobiographies and you read about them now, they were sound meditators. Almost nothing for hours
before they can get the power to do the
meditating on a subject. And then all of a sudden they have an epiphany, get all these ideas, and then they create. These are the things we are supposed to be taught. How to be able to sit down, focus on a problem, think critically through the problem, and solve it. But call on this person, do this. So I'm looking for answers outside of myself when the answers that I seek are within me. This is the problem. And on top of it, one religion, whether it's Christianity or Islam, there are 1,000 different denominations. Then how many Ghanaian churches do we have here? Mm-hmm. And they won't tell you. But just because one person goes to this church, they are looking at all these other people at these other churches as enemies. So this small Ghanaian community or Delaware is already fragmented and divided on the basis of what denominations of Christianity. It's say trying. And the only way for us to just say we have to stop and do an about face. And can say, listen, me ban or training upon me ban or mommy, everything that I need within me. Education, if you look at the Latin meaning of education, is to go within. Is to sit down, all the answers you are seeking. As I did say, who cell phone. Normally, most people are not even using their cell phone memories anymore because they are downloading everything. It's the same way. All the information that we seek to progress is in the universe. All we have to do is learn how to sit still, meditate on these things, and then get the answers. And it's there, you're calling on this God, calling on that God, and it's further dividing us. And there's no place on this earth that is more divided than the continent of Africa. And America, we all know it. We all know it. And it's all based on mostly religious lines. Most of the wars that fought in this world were fought based on religious lines. Even America's equal Iraq, they call themselves the Crusaders.
Islamic
Where did the Crusaders come from?
the one so because of religion now who see Islam so yeah nema around here no. So
It's the same thing. They are two sides of the same coin.
Okay. Who decision no, I'm not arguing with that. But mimi dear mimi so me jira so ne say. Ye no mo I see used to for ya fa nyame ato ye ho so ye hwehwe ye nkwa ye daachi nkwa ene ye belief system na ye wo no. Eme de ehun asem na make say. Listen, se Bible no ne ade no onipa na odi animu no enya. So why? Ena baby wo Bible no mo osi Nyankopon oye honhom nti yesum no honhom ene nokore mu. So if enye righteousness and truth enye na ade ba ko America biem kran say ye ka nyansa ho ani I don't know pastor obebo me I think say Hosea chapter 4 where yeah ho baby I was say lack of knowledge my people perish because they have rejected me and untino oni hu it is true because say nyansa na mu I say proverbs so I like Proverbs 10 somewhere. Bisa nyansa nti se wakotra sorry dem osofo e preach kire o de yes you see the osofo no as a hwan so Bible no osofo na ma wate ase so enokwarem no wa kire o say Bible na ekita wo no ene you manual ekita wo a oso se wo de boabrabo na so o preach bibi wo manual ni mu de kire e ma wo direction. Now we read it at the end of the year, and when we see at the end of our can anyway no a year. What do you have to do? That is where I'm coming from. So I'm not expecting them say, "Utimidasi abra no afa okro now no, investigate. Yeah, who are you man? Yepe, like I said earlier on, yepe breakthroughs, yepe quick lifestyle, you be comfortable. Forgetting see Bible no also can say who you Christonia see how no it's there but when you minimum ideas yeah ultimately amabrabon ayi nti video me so media me ba abonten say yeah for you say Christopher no read the Bible get the understanding so me nye Bible ni nyana me nim mechanic kakra na mabon pa mi sinya me ma menti ase wo ha na me susu no mahu e de abom abrabo manko gina obi so anka kire say bless me with the oil bless me with, I'm not saying oil in yaduma yes but get the understanding they say enye osofo na be gina aka cho say ene oil we no enyam efri nyame ho nti wo de unim nyame ni bia na wa mu nyame ne mpaye then you go and buy it almost 1,000 cedis. That is what I'm saying. Until it's also for Nakacho say, Unipana oil and now whatever I'm our brabonko year, also what translate say, what am I doing wrong? And Braboni enko ye. Now Masandi Abagana to say you sorry 5 days or co prayer meeting or co evening one or co way. Na say, Miko Hubi, Miko Ghana. My mini store, very nice store, according to one on here, say or started very from a church poibi to the pointer would you do kasim. Now so start opportunity what media do kasima. I didn't know what you how this store nija boys and they say now I sorry them in the afternoon. I'm going to go for prayers. And sana no hearing sana kwala so we no. They do baby na or no so on take stocks. They do baby no who say no, there's something wrong. Na aye too late. Nyame na okoso mo no uko obeblemu nyame say o nyame no why sa na say what. That is why I think and our papa also for so kind no sense nti wonnim ayi a bisa nyame na nyame so mfa ma. That's it.
Mami, but just before you come
Okay,
on,
go ahead.
Mama can't say me or say understanding. In all that I getting, and this quote here making, they are older manuscripts which have written them before they appeared in the Bible. They are on walls in Iraq. They are on walls in Egypt. And so they are Bible. In all that I getting, get wisdom and understanding. Wisdom and understanding does not come from books. It comes from meditation. To see a what kind Bible kind of Quran, all the characters in those books are not African. We are referencing people who came and dominated us. Me can obi or can say, oh, Okonfa can say. Hello, your friend saying, talk me three. Bala na we can say. So are we saying say culture muno?
We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing.
Talk me three. It is our reference point is Europe. Europe here, we are still going to sit here and allow them to determine how we live our lives. How do you explain a small continent like Europe dominating Africa the way it's dominated? How do you explain it?
The whole world.
How do we explain it? It's because of our reference point. And can you mami anka on Spanish dino and Africa din kwano. No reference. Into everything is referencing Mexico, Latin America, or Africa. Asa. Because this is how we indoctrinate our people. Sa kodie ewo enyumbi otuye. Ose say mimi so bolo na me nom no. Nyame se oba bedane no is of Spain. Esan say a African drink it, is inferior. And yes, sir. This is the mentality I'm talking about. This is the programming I'm talking about. If I constantly reference or wise sayings or wisdom by what is emanating from Europe now, what I'm telling my child or what I'm telling myself to say, what is coming from Ghana or what is coming from Africa is inferior. My brand way, a Afrocentric brand. I know people who tell you that, oh, we Africans, we don't support each other. What I call in social media, so Wakofa Balenciaga, Wakofa Louis Vuitton, they are promoting these things. Because in our sick, demented, inferior minds, we have told ourselves that anything that is of African origin is inferior. Where does it come from? It comes from this programming that we are getting. A picture saying none. Won't hear me, please pardon my passion here. Won't hear me. A picture now a son the picture depicting the angel defeating the devil. Angel color noir. It's of a lighter hue as compared to the devil. Which the devil because this is how we are programming ourselves. This is what they taught. All this gymnastics near, let's go straight to the point. This is how we are programming ourselves. We program ourselves, say, anything that is of African origin is inferior, is evil. And the first thing they do is say, and that is how you'll be known. What did I say? It's high time that we have to go to the very source of the problem. And the very source of the problem is the programming we've been given. We've been programmed a certain way. And last time we can say the first thing you are sin and falling short of the kingdom of heaven. The minute they've infused you with fear. Into true. And what do? The first thing you ask the question, how do I get saved? And then now you've opened yourself up, and then they start putting all these doctrines, all these things inside you, which makes you aqua. Basically, I'm done. It's at the end kind of kernel. All right.
Mr. Kwame Saka. No kernel say wrong. Nkrofona omudi abanu kobubo from hose omupe ojebi no. Seni aminu abema ekei. Mr. Osofo Mr. Kwakuma for Onfanchemi. Se Osofo fona minim so mumudu do na nim no kra na minu abema ne kan de no. But the enti o ma ye o ma dwi so mu nka ne se fie e wo mumu se mikoka ye be kumi anase ye be yimi afre asoro ma gumani mase. Osofo onka se meboa. Because Mr. Kwame Saka me ti hase Me wade bi a ye friend efa ene wo search wo internet say what is the efa ye be kire say nu ene the existence of this war enu na ma wiase ewo ho me wo mu bi asofofo a me ko hye omo mu no ebro pipipipi. And when you ask them, they will tell you, say, oh, you who so kokano, ye be go nimasi. Now we see can baby our level akoduno na bafom. That is their secret. And normally deceive it. A better Bible no and normally deceive church members. Nti nipa na okobro from hono enye ni photo. Ebi ni makinkan. But the issue is say so na be the messenger of God. Ono no nti nyame ani. Osofo eneti na mieni a se ebi didi a osofo ne my direction ye beda osofo ne my direction bibia ye on ne my direction nti osofo my direction se ko bro from enu ne be ma beye na fri so nkoye obekokoye but sankai to me ti ase say one human be able obasase so na edi nimdie ni nyansa ni nyina ma nti wo ye wo if you can do whatever you wanted to do Juhundi say we metumi aye ade na e wona ka say e one and then one omudi sa trosem ni breye say sa nyame we ye na edi kan hu ye ntia before munji na musum sa nyame a ebema mokotina bebi a muhu beto mo afibo no me question na me bisa ne say senia na ye sum no sa na omusum ana mo na omuti abuche ho mo beka say no. Ene bibi ni tu kwan kwa broche a na adwumu ko bi wonyama bi hu se se nyame so na yesum no kranye sa na etie but Africa ye da so ti sa adentia ene Africa nkonya ye mampani 40 so ni nyina se musi asema meka na mibo a Africa ni bian ka se from ene kono sa politics ade no ye free ho ma konya na omudi maye a free so ho ye ntina so bio no ye mind be ye but the moment obe kokotina sa akonya no so no ya ye ni sentuwe say ebebreshi wo se wo mind kora say on mind na wo so ba bebo no no untumi mboa because what to nyami tutwini e na okodi ahoho de bi ti say onu na ye papa nti ade no say ne osika no eye hu bi e na omudi hye mi mu se samanye we a meko hell akokobre samanye we a mi nko heaven ti no misro se asema mi kokko kampo kwa mi kokase sia ye beka se Mr. Kokuma fo ne kai o Pastor Kokuma fo ne kai na de asori de na muye fa ho ne yakogu ni masi se asofu idi nchechire fufuro bi ba sorry mu bade no minim Roman penifo bi pa o masem o mka sa ade ni nie enu na enukure no enu na eye de no ba te ne ye di pia bonti se ye beka kire o man bana bebia ye dibre na kodunu ye be go ye nimasi so they should keep quiet abra omo mfa babonti ene obroni wo ne ba de audition ne trimune say black man is evil so when you see black man run away from him so muso mi bo amunye sa research we hwe obroni wo ne ba o mani to na adwum say bibini anase ni patuntum eye bonsam number 1 nti membe no intene omu bonsam na omu cho bible no mu no omu refer to ye ono omu refer to omu hu say omu na omu ye nyame intene no omu say omu na omu ye nyame to omu na omu receive ye wo omu man mu emma ye juma ma ye ansa na ye okay but so by my man there's nothing good e wo hanumu nti wo bibi man mu a untumi nye bibia ma na nye ye ba wo ba omu man mu dia ombebo ama wo ye ama na ye basanka itumi gitumu sa de no e wo ye eyo how kakra bi ne ba na ejai ma omunti ebetumi ade ade a eyade ba kopɛ eye nukure a ye hu nukure na ye bedda di kire yonko sɛ we ene ye nukure no ye mfa hɔ na ebeyeye enye saa osofo na esi uda ha obenya aduane ochina di oye baako oye mienu nti the third one na osofo no ka sɛ kodi nsunsu no na ebema wanyinsen anase na ebema odwuma na koya straightforward obeye on dwi hu sɛ Bible no mi ko bebe wa hwe say the osofo kai na woman as nim because for a messenger of something that he doesn't know or she doesn't know and the one that are oti ni na ka kire no no ono no oginidi ininti na ne obi ka say na so nyankopɔ so on ka say mi nyankopɔ o say asemeti nyankopɔ nti e bia Mr. Mafo nyankopɔ Pastor Kokuma fo nyankopɔ boami because on him say Pastor Kokumafo and on Nyankopo communicator or catch me. Nti wan ka so nunu Nyankopon a ade na obisa no onya. That is the belief amudimai. But if umbetumi aye boat aka no kire ani eyampa ya kai trust my bedum popo so ye hu say ndada bi na omudadae ye nananu mu de no kwan omu fa so enanti omudidi omuye omunyama na betumi aboy ye nka so bi nkoso gojo say no se can they have a way they meditate and know how the existence of the world edibage but na wahi ya omu no mu meditate. So we have to come back to ourselves and need to be for the right way. No?
Mimisa pastor question kakra. Mimisa pastor question. Pastor, dear, eya na echire madwin kakra ne say. Say nipa ye kwa sorry na ye ko sum nyame na yenya ya GDC a Christopher yi na awiebre mu ye hwehwe se enkwagye ku na ye hwehwe ne ye benya. Na o hwehwe na wunya no na afei no gidie kakra na wo de ko ye se o hwehwe ade nti sei na wo betimi ama nipa saafo no ensusu anya entiase ama won so no baby a won di won ani ko no because ye ka say yo nipa bebre a won tie won ye Christopher a won de ye nyina ye ayi nti die pa na ye betimi de ama won at this time na won akura mu na at least ebi a yekasa wa hai ebe guide won kakra nti na mpese me dis ade we to ma won no yese dia na wo betimi aka aboa.
Okay, nti kakra mpese me kan no me pese me kan na e relate kakra to the yakano. Me say Kelly ni DM omo aka insem bebre. One of the things I have always believed in, and sorry, me kono so agedi ne say no human being should ever make another human being feel inferior. There's no human being that is higher than another human being. But unfortunately, no, it looks like along the line, things happen that say the black man feels or you're second class to the white person, to the extent say you're growing up, and I don't know whether that proverb still ever hold here. Growing up, normal can say, "Oh, kwa sorry pona ushia obronia."
Ushia obronia no wasan.
Ushia nyankopon.
No wasan.
Conclusion about until the sign nekofie. But the person can say, like I said in the beginning, you have the whole world is a search. Yet we are searching. And like Bible, because it seek ye the Lord while he may be found. And it's not only the Lord, but the whole of humanity. No, it's a search, and the search, a search. Ebema yehu atoyin. Ebema yenya benefit. Until we come from the beginning, it said it's important. Say ube releasing nipa, so that a nipa will search. The question that has come as a result of our discussion is that, for instance, there are many who believers say Christianity, it came because of slavery, or Christianity is a white man's religion, which, for me, I don't wholly accept that. Why? Because the history of the Bible, we know that there were characters like Simon of Cyrene, who was Unipa. The point to make is that long before Europe even heard of Jesus, Africans were getting baptized. Africans were preaching the gospel. And the Simon of Cyrene, we can see his story in Luke chapter 23, verse 26. No, free North Africa, Libya area, long before Europe. Okay, in Acts chapter 2:10, which is also Bible history, there were Africans from Egypt and Libya who were present when the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit came upon them on the day of Pentecost. There were people in Egypt and Libya. We have the story in the book of Acts of Apostles, which is also Bible history. Here, Acts chapter 8, and also said there was an Ethiopian Enoch. He is also Ethiopian Enoch who also believed and also was baptized. Ethiopia is Central Eastern Africa. I don't buy that whole thing. Although there are some who have abused the whole thing and used under the cloak of Christianity, have caused adverse situations, or atrocities to the black man. What kind of friend saying Acts chapter 11 or so now? There's also the case of men who were from North Africa. They were pushing. Yeah, I'm not very clear on that, but they were pushing the girl. But I'll later pay the real clarification. But the point I'm making is that long before Europe even heard of Jesus Christ, there were Africans in the game. So we can't say it's something that is entirely a new thing. People like Origen of Alexandria, who were people who dealt with the principles of Christian theology. Way before it even impacted Europe in any way. I have said, as humans, we should continue the search, and we should be able to make the choices for ourselves. Like I said, but I believed, I decided to see what will give me peace of mind. Because I believe that Nipa asumje and Nipa that's an impuntu bebre what nabrabomu. If there is war going on in your system, you cannot. This mind of ours, like Kelly said, we have got to continue to develop it. Yet we've got to make sure that it gets to a level making it very relevant. When the mind is not developed to that level, bringing relevance to our lives now, it's a waste, and it's a terrible thing that we are wasting. And unfortunately, I think that most people where we come from have brought themselves to the place that they have refused to also develop the mind, which the Bible supports, that we need to actually build this mind of ours, to develop it. We need to work on it, get it to the highest level. And building the mind has got to do with our emotions, our intellectual abilities, and everything. I see a Timmy, like I don't know, some you use example like what I say. If you come back home, no, cause even they say no, you jai abrofo niema no. Ye pese ye sua ade ye be use ye kasa use tree. Ana ebe ana say a friend saying Hausa actually medical science. We have a problem because one instrument, the same word you be use for another 10 other instruments, the same thing. Now that may come has a mouse kura ye kasa mun ye be kan mouse for ye be kan saying kwa me say ye kura. But the point I'm making our language is not technologically or technically developed to the level because we have accepted we cannot develop it, we cannot do it, and people have made us believe we cannot do much with it. But there are systems in this world. For instance, some believers said no, we can still build languages. We know from history that there are languages which are not developed. They say extinct. They are not even using those languages anymore. Aside from all the things that we do, I think that we need to also work on ourselves. We need to build up ourselves. Apart from the belief systems and everything, because like Kelly has said, sometimes the belief thing, it takes us to one extreme. To say, and so the only way that to bring an end to the situation is we don't want to analyze, we don't want to understand, we don't want to know, so we just accept, and you force people also to accept it, and you don't have to ask any questions, and that brings us to the place there is no development as far as our mental faculties are concerned. Body, soul, and spirit. So we develop our bodies, we develop our souls, which is our mental faculties and everything, and we also develop our spirit being. That is what makes the complete man. Another question, we have to be able to bring people to the place that at the end of the day, they don't leave any part of the places I'm talking behind. Your mind, your bodies, and everything. All this has to be built up in the way that has been designed by God. To the extent that when we are speaking words to people, no, we have to incorporate all these things which will help in the development of all of these three areas of humanity.
Thank you.
With the pastor, you better must see, you better James, you better ask James, yeah, now what my feedback now, yeah, but the who you know why, but now, no, yeah, no, my because we want to know what is going on in our country, no, or next week, sa video na make no me you better ho asem the
Okay,
development
the abaga na penny say doom son asaba back. So mo am person mo baga na. O bana ope o plant bi aba se ne be a embe how bebre.
Oh. No way.
Ebeda mu nyina se na Kelly obetimi close soon with your program, no. Now anyway, before Kelly will go, no, I want to also show you these designs, it's a design for also some t-shirts. I'm also doing t-shirt designs, me will be brave, and I don't have a lot now. We some catch them say we know who be our face build the email, no, what they send me, I'll send you one.
Okay.
This is
Email system.
Not email,
Address.
Because we know vital for me want to be brave. I just say I want to give it to Pastor Diamena no intimate me make a go and program the day man. Kelly is with me. Ubia with James he be bro, but I will say I won't say that. Pussy. The better money na Kelly Ubia na because on also a program be very interesting. I want to help Kelly said nipa so be hu be expose
to VitalGH no mo app no mo famba Google Play Store bi
ewo ho say yi ba ko no wo even saying Google there no menya problems kakra ho but the best is there one is there mean starting Apple friends and there no and I say tuning and Radio Garden and the other ones the nyina as well.
Okay.
Whatever that you want to do, you say you stream it to Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, say there on Instagram and all that. No, your channels, Roku, and Roku. They say Ghana, because a small box to be so when be that's the way internet now. We over 40,000 channels for the whole world. It's a small box,
Okay.
And in Ghana, I don't know, say, idea of being and the Kelly.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, so within the last 6 months, we started program. I started this movement, Black Star Revolution, BSR. Now, Black Star Revolution seeks to unite Africa and the African diaspora, and we intend to uplift our people via knowledge, business, and direct social impact projects in Africa and then in African communities globally. As things are, wherever you go in the world, even in Africa, the person of color is at the very bottom of everything. We call Ghana, to say, Omo Mudi de Ghana Pan, Omo Ghanaians, Omo Abrofo. Now, say continent I also know, and this happens in almost every single African country. Say continent I also know. Still that bottom there's a problem. And what I decided to do was to start a movement that will be a platform. We'll try and bring people here, people of color all over the world, and people in Africa together. And then through knowledge, we will basically bring about ideas, philosophies, policies, principles that will basically empower us to the knowledge side. So basically people like Kwame Nkrumah, Marcus Garvey, Yasa Tua, Confanoche, all these people, certain things they did, will bring it to the fore, and then they will become the focus or the source of our knowledge. And then business. So we use business to say, who's a pastor, Sheche, or Shenaki. Dada share also share VitalGH share. Or share Nike channel Dada a pasta channel. Nike is making all the money, and the people who spend a lot of money. Okay, we bankers, I know all these things. The people who spend a lot of money on clothing, apparel, especially luxury goods, are people of color. We spend a lot of money on all these luxury goods. But guess who is making all the money? Abrofono. They will go to Africa, get the natural resources there, add value to it, back and sell it to us at a premium.
There's a yen
chocolate
in Kobe. Yen for Europe bill.
Exactly. You see, I know what I decided we'll use business. We to see a apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, socks. Eventually, we'll do shoes and all those other things. And when we sell it and we make profits, we'll take 20% of that, and then we will use that to fund social impact projects in Africa.
And you move up in Canada. No, you are mom.
Mama. It's a minyanya address. Meet me as a new shirt back, and as open source supporting as well. Meet me as a new link, then you can make a purchase, and then we would do that. Either way is fine with us.
Okay.
And then so we'll do that, and then we have an affiliate program. Affiliate program, let's say we are using a multi-level marketing model. See, as a pastor, affiliate. After making a purchase, we'll send him the link, and then he can sign up. Everybody that he's able to influence. So he's a leader, so he can influence other people to be part of the movement. Whatever they are able to market, he will still make 5% of that. You move 20%. Need to acquire a project. So this is what Marcus Garvey was trying to do: build a platform, a normal money coin. We will do this and then empower ourselves. And then social impact projects, it will be all over Africa and even all over the world eventually. Because Kanye West made me a sales of $3 billion a year. Then if you say it's $100 million a year, that's $20 million that we will be able to raise for all these projects. So I hope and I really hope everybody on here would get onto that movement, and I push the idea forward. And JM, I'll get in touch with you, and then we'll see how you can also be a part of this back home in Ghana. Right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But media kakran person we can say.
Okay.
Bye everyone. Me researching bipa na ade ba kwa ma notice ni say na say obehwe a wo ye Facebook live a wo say o catch you kro mo try say on be translate kasa na wo ka no. Ni nyina ni say abrofo na hu say still na ho ntumi ndi Africa so nkunim senia na o mo expect. Nti on be program ama wo kasa na wo kakra no or pese oti ase no hu dia wo plan fa ne ho. So if you planning BBC, message say match no, and the typical tree of anase typical your language So ne be anyamane bi ohonoma omo nsanfako because me ye program bia man bia or two kwanko Israel, Egypt ni those places na history ni see kasa okọ hu ohon nyina ye kasa ya enko na ho and na say me start to call ho no o catch him say we are banning so no a better say beka you couldn't kasa dance because the more we say ka kasa no afi who chire say who born who pose who person who di who free ni nsem nti ono so ni sa no obefa we say meet say obesi okwan nti ade no person di ba fie kra obeka say me ma okwa ma won fa nkwa bibia ne obetumi nti yenhwe na ntumi bo se ne bia ye betumi apushi.
And Pam what you what we gan ye
that's a pastor. What is everything right?
I also can be and I said can be a year and I be line because they say no
and you now also okay. For me was actually
so say ye mudu dona ye ba wenu so mi ji se do dona twi no ye to make kakranti ye betumi aye ne sana to mi abo and then I thought me try say make me nka brofo enhyem na because me call mu nchem bia I get call from outside say e be better say e be ye program no ye kasa ma na say e be ye ade no ye kasa m dan say e be sa tun ade na ma no ma safa ye ho adwi fufro ntina yes we try say ye be man do fufro
ye be hwe madam fu yi kakra na He's a guy I want. I love this guy so much. So say, just for about about 1 minute to be na close. This is my. Yo, where the he's a friend. I like his moves. He's a funny guy. Unimasapa,
Don't get bored alone when there are existing channels that can keep you company anywhere, anytime. VitalGH Media is a mother company of all VitalGH channels. We have multiple platforms for free television. You can watch video on demand, rent or buy, or probably subscribe easily for more updating. Visit our channels on Vimeo, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Roku TV, and many more, anywhere, everywhere, any day, anytime on your mobile phone, TV channels, Apple Store and Play Store. Don't be left out with existing movies and programs on our various channels. You can visit us on www.vitalghradio1.com.